Hi, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to come out here today, real quick, to talk a little bit about not only recognizing when things are a little off for yourself, but what do you do about it, and how do you help ground yourself, balance yourself out, and stay balanced in a sense, stay grounded. Today was a fairly energetically heavy day for me, a little wonky. And we can say, I don't know, I think there was a partial solar eclipse. There is a new moon tonight. However that plays out, I don't know. But there's also a lot going on in our world. There's a lot going on. And even if we're not consciously paying attention to all the details, they're usually open tabs in the back of our head, okay? Especially when we're compassionate, we care about people. Nobody likes to hear about bombs or anyone being in harm's way. My point with all of this is that we don't want to pretend like there isn't a lot of heavy going on, whether worldwide or just in our country. There's a lot of static out there, a lot of noise comes from all sides. And quite truthfully, we need to know when we need to dull it down a little bit or even just block it for a time being. And we do that by recognizing things in ourselves that help indicate that we need a little extra balance. So for me, that usually comes up when I'm a little extra irritable or very distractible. So when it doesn't take much to pull my attention, that's usually an indication that I need to ground myself. And I do that personally through meditation. Today, I felt very grateful that I could get out and do some earthing, which is walking barefoot in my yard. Um, it definitely helps us to ground a lot quicker, a lot easier. And grounding really helps us center in our body. So a good workout, whatever that means for you, and hopefully you're being healthy and taking care of yourself. Maybe a good meal with a lot of nutrients. Maybe listening to some grounding frequency music or just music in general, as long as we're being mindful of how it's impacting our emotions. We don't want to wind ourselves up more. We want to be able to relax a little bit, right? Get out of our heads with the what ifs and the potential outcomes. And if we tap in, what we're listening to, is it making those potential outcomes seem more catastrophic? Or is it helping us to relax a little bit and recognize that we're not God? We're not omniscient. We're not all powerful. We don't know everything. So we don't want to take that emotion and then project it onto other people by being aggressive with them and judging them for not thinking like you or this, that, or whatever. Even when what you think, it's got to be so right. When I was younger, I was far more aggressive that way. I would have been the person at the top of my roof yelling out why everyone should believe like me and what's wrong with you for not thinking like that. Well, if life has taught me one thing, it's humbled me enough to know that I don't know everything, nor will I ever. And I'm nobody's God. So when people try to play that in your life, whether it's through religion, whether it's through politics, whether it's just through opinions on what's right and what's wrong and everything else. I mean, we have some inherent rights and wrongs, like thou shalt not kill type thing, because I don't know too many people, even when they can justify it, that feel good about doing that. It's a process of healing, okay? It's just one aspect. But in any case, when people are projecting onto you how you should feel, that's shaming, right? That is oftentimes a form of control, a form of attachment. And usually people that are very loud with that, I always stand true on this, are your more insecure and fearful people that are acting reactionarily in trying to control avoidance, anxiety, okay, which is a form of fear, just a more intense form of fear. So if people are trying to control you, it's usually out of their own fear. And we all have it, because there are times that I get frustrated with people when they don't see things the way that I do. And then I have to sit with that, right? I sit with myself and say, why is that so upsetting for you? Because that's usually indicative of things within myself that I still need to heal. So when tough times come across your path, or when things get frustrated, I now look at that as an opportunity for growth. It's a perspective switch that we can all benefit from, honestly. Because when we do that, we let go of that victim mentality a little bit. We let go of that idea that we can control, or that we have to. We don't have to control. What we do need is to focus. And when we find that things are distracting us from being able to focus on healing or becoming a better version of ourselves so that we can show up better for others. Because that's how it works. We're only as good for other people as we are for ourselves first. And if we're spending our time and energy on problems that we can't solve, but we only come up with the solution so that we can then project that on other people and then blame them for being the reasons why we're not getting there, how is that actually helping us with our end goal of uniting with people, of actually caring about people? Now, that may not be your goal. I don't know. But if it is, you want to sit with that. We don't want to be reactionary. We want to sit with, how am I feeling? How is that serving my goals? How is that serving myself? And if it's not, to what end? And what do I do about it? So for me, that's grounding, that's balance, so that I can then make more discerning decisions with regards to my actions that isn't going to go out there and project on other people, trigger people further, and have static electricity all over my world. Drama, right? Is that your goal? Drama is usually the goal of someone that's sitting with unhealed trauma. And that's not a judgment. That's something that you can sit with and realize, oh, that's something I need to work on within myself so I can show up better for myself and for others. If your goal is to be happy, per se, how are you being happy by sitting in misery? Whether those are internal belief systems, projected belief systems that you are internalizing. What do they say? Observe, don't absorb. Absorb what you feel is aligned with your goals, your purpose, aligned with your best and highest good. And when you do that, you'll know the difference. All right. I can open all kinds of rabbit holes with that. But in any case, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm trying to keep these videos fairly short, so I'm not getting into as much as I have historically. So if you want to chat, I'm here just to chat, right? Just here to chat. Screwed my words up a little. In any case, I hope you have a wonderful day. I did my work. I'm definitely more settled now than I was earlier. And hopefully I can carry that with me throughout the week. At the very least, that'll be my intention, right? So you figure out what your intentions are, set them, and hold yourself accountable to them, okay? Are you aligned with your goals? Is your behavior, your thoughts, your belief systems aligned with your best and highest good? Talk soon.